Hi everybody, my name is Alex. It's nice to see you all. Thank you for coming to today's lesson. So in today's lesson, I'm going to tell you a story from West Africa called The Hunter and the Tortoise. Now, hunters don't usually hunt tortoises, do they? That's a bit strange. What animals do hunters usually hunt? Can you think? That's right. They usually hunt things like deer or wild boar, or maybe some kinds of birds. Why do you think a hunter wants to hunt a tortoise? What ideas do you have? Maybe there is something special about the tortoise. Maybe the tortoise has something that the hunter wants. I'm sure you have lots of great ideas. But let's now look at a picture to help us see why the hunter might want to catch a tortoise. So can you see in the picture why the hunter might want the tortoise? What is the tortoise doing? That's right, he's playing a musical instrument. Do you know what musical instrument he's playing? This instrument is called a harp. So before I read the story, let's look at some other words which appear in the story, which will help you to understand it better. So here are 5 words which appear in the story. Do you know what they mean? A chief, a secret, amazed, a liar, ashamed. Well, let me help you a little bit. I'm going to give you the definitions of the 5 words, and you need to match them to the correct definition. So take a moment, have a think, pause the video, and match the words to the correct definition. Okay, are you ready? Let's check the answers. So the first one, a chief. What is a chief? Well, a chief is the ruler, the leader of a tribe, a group of people, like a small village. A secret is something that you don't tell anyone. I'm sure we all have secrets that we don't tell anyone. Amazed. Amazed means very surprised. A liar. Is a liar a good person or a bad person? Well, it's someone who doesn't tell the truth. So I would say a liar is a bad person. And the last word is ashamed. And we can match that to a feeling of being embarrassed by guilt or foolishness. So if you do something silly, afterwards you might feel ashamed of yourself. Okay, now it is time for the story. So as I read, I'll stop from time to time to ask you a question about what might happen next. Are you ready? Then let's begin. There was once a hunter who thought he was the greatest hunter in the world. One day, he was hunting in the forest. He came to a part of the forest that he didn't know. Suddenly, there was the sound of beautiful music and a voice singing. Keep your promise or be sorry. The hunter looked for the musician and was amazed to see a little tortoise, which was sitting on a rock holding a small harp. This will be my best hunting prize, he thought. I'm going to catch it and show it to all of my friends. How do you think he is going to catch the singing tortoise? Do you think it will be easy to catch the singing tortoise? Let's find out. So, the next day, he went back and spoke to the tortoise. Your music is so beautiful, he said. Please come back with me to my house so that I can listen to you sing every day. But the tortoise didn't want to leave the forest. But the hunter asked her again and again. In the end, she said, yes, I'll come back with you, but only if. Only if what? What do you think the tortoise will make the hunter promise? What ideas do you have? Let's find out. Yes, I'll come back with you, but only if you don't tell anyone my secret. I will sing only to you. There we go. She's making him say a promise. Let's continue. So, the hunter took her home. After some months, he decided he had to tell the people in his village about his singing tortoise. They'll be amazed, he thought, and they'll all agree that I am the greatest hunter. And so he told everyone, but no one believed him. Oh dear. The village chief heard the story too and told the hunter to bring the tortoise to the meeting place in the village. Many people came. The hunter put the tortoise on the table. What do you think happened next? Can you guess? What ideas do you have? What might happen next in the story? Let's find out. Everyone waited, but the tortoise didn't sing. Hours went by, and the hunter asked her to sing again and again, but it was no use. Finally, the chief said, "This man is not the greatest hunter. He is a liar." The people laughed. The man felt ashamed. He immediately left the village and never returned. The people left the meeting place. And then the tortoise said, "Well, what do you think the tortoise said when everybody had left? Any guesses? Well, this is what he said. The people left the meeting place. Then the tortoise said, I was happy in the forest with my music, but the hunter did not keep his promise. And as she walked back into the forest, she sang, keep your promise or be sorry. Well, certainly the hunter is very sorry for what he did, for breaking the promise that he made to the tortoise. What do you think of the hunter? What words could you use to describe him? Okay, I hope you enjoyed the story, but let's find out how much you can remember. So here are some sentences from the story, but there is some missing information, some missing words. Can you remember the missing words? You can use 1, 2, 3, or 4 words in each gap. Pause the video now and try to remember the missing words. When you're ready, re-listen to the story or pause the video and read it for yourself. Right, let's go through the answers. Did you get them right? Let's see. So number 1. A hunter was in a strange part of the forest when he heard some beautiful music. Well done, you got that one correct. Number 2. It was the sound of a tortoise singing and playing a small harp. Number 3. He asked the tortoise to come back with him. She said yes, but only if he told no one her secret. Number 4. He told everyone about his tortoise because he wanted them to think he was the greatest hunter. Did they think he was the greatest hunter? I don't think so. Number 5. A lot of people came to the meeting place in the village to listen to the tortoise sing. And number 6. When the tortoise didn't sing, the man was ashamed and left the village. Did you get them all right? Did you remember? Well done if you did. So this story has a moral. A moral is a lesson that we can take from the story. What do you think the moral of this story is? Is it you should look after nature? Is it don't tell lies? Don't think you are the best? Or keep your promises? You can choose more than one answer if you like, but have a quick think. What is the moral? What is the lesson from the story? Okay, let's see what you think. Is it A? Not especially. Is it B? Don't tell lies. Well, the man didn't tell a lie because the tortoise can sing. So He's not a liar in that respect. What about C? Don't think you're the best. I think this is certainly one lesson that we can take from the story. Because the man, the hunter, he was boasting or bragging, saying that he was the greatest and best hunter. So to brag or boast about something is to talk about something with too much pride of what you can do or what you have achieved. So for example, if you go around saying, I am the fastest runner, or I am the best at maths in my class, I am the best at everything. This is not a good thing to do. And D, keep your promises. Well, I think, of course, this is the main lesson, the main story, or the main message of the story. Because, of course, it's very important to keep your promises. Have you ever broken a promise? I hope not. So, when we make a promise in English, we use will or won't followed by the promise. So for example, you might say, I promise I'll do my best. I promise I'll do my homework. I promise I'll tidy up my bedroom. You can also use the negative. I promise I won't. So you could say, I promise I won't be late. I promise I won't tell anyone, just like the hunter. What promises could you make? Write them down on a piece of paper and share them with someone. This is because you're more likely to keep a promise if you tell someone. So have a think, what promises could you make? Okay, we're nearly at the end of the lesson now, but before we finish, why don't you listen to the story again or read it a final time and make your own storyboard showing the story, drawing different pictures from the story. Then you can retell the story to someone else. If you want to, you can take a picture of your storyboard and share it with us online using this address or scanning the QR code. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and the story. And remember, always keep your promises or you'll be sorry. Bye, everybody.